Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. How the heck is everybody here today? Happy Wednesday.
Happy hump day to you.
Yep, it is that happy hump day.
Happy hump day. It'll be Friday, January 2024 before you know it.
What?
I'm sorry.
You all right?
No, not really.
You're fasting? You haven't eaten any food in 24 hours?
That was a private conversation. I got to stop fucking talking to you behind the scenes. Now
That's impressive.
Now I'm going to get like a 9-page manifesto. Bird, you're starving yourself? What the fuck you do? I'm doing my own private little thing.
Intermittent fasting is supposed to be really good for you. I'm not brave or woman enough to handle it.
So why are you doing this, Jay?
Yeah,
are you going through something?
Are you okay?
What's wrong?
Let's talk, Puddin'.
Tell me what's wrong.
I'll get fucking
What's
text
happening?
messages. Bird, you know it's really bad for your kidney, blah, blah, blah. I get it.
Okay,
That's
say thank you. I'm good.
Thank you, I'm good. Thank you, I'm good.
They say it's the best thing for your body.
I just know how to kickstart my body, and when I do this, I see progress. With everything. A lot of times I need to rip it off like a Band-Aid and go cold turkey on a lot of stuff that I really have been dabbling with, and it's always worked for me. I'm a very all-or-nothing kind of person.
And you do it on International Cake Day.
That's what I'm struggling with that. Fuck.
Yeah, it is.
I told you I went on that camping trip with Bigfoot, and ever since I went on that trip, I started becoming a butterball again. I was eating like a fucking asshole, man. I really was. How does
an asshole eat?
Well, I know I talk a lot about eating bad, and I like to live in both worlds. I really do. I wouldn't live in both worlds. I was living in the bad world for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Since that camping trip, and I really noticed in my tits.
Girl, we go up, we go down.
Do.
It's called living. Don't feel bad. I think if you always stay at the same weight, you're boring.
I agree.
I think if you go up and down, it means that you have diversity. And it means that, you like to go nuts for a little while and then you get it back together.
And the only reason why I'm busting dick is because we started the KVJ horror movie. We wanted to start early so it doesn't interfere with a lot of stuff.
You don't be fat on film?
No, I don't want to be fat. I want to fit into my costume.
Yeah, bro. You do not want to be fat on film. Trust me.
I was. If you look at Victims Galore, I am fat as fuck in that film.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it's not a pleasant look.
Murder titties?
And then the year after,
Jabber galore.
Jabber galore. And then the year after, it looks like I have Ebola virus. I'm way different. I look
The
like
only victims were pies.
Yeah. And then the year I look sickly because I'm like a twig.
Was that the year that people were like, "Oh, does Jay Bird have cancer?"
That was the year of Bird has
The year of cancer?
It was the year of
The year of
cancer.
cancer.
Yes.
Okay.
You might go too extreme.
Dog, acting. It's the role.
Yeah.
How many pounds do you think you have to lose? Would you feel good if I said I could bring a magic wand and get rid of how many, and you'd be like, "Oh, I'm perfect."
I know my perfect weight. I think. Don't you know your perfect weight where you feel really comfortable at, Kevin?
No, I don't weigh myself.
There's not a feeling you have where
I have
your,
a feeling,
your
but
clothes.
I don't have a weight.
Okay,
Yeah,
mine is.
I have a feeling.
I'm roughly around 170 to 175, where I feel, and some people think that's too skinny for me. I weigh. I mean, that's a perfect weight for me.
How much did Cancer Jason weigh?
I got down to 163.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
So then we know we don't want to go there.
Yeah, that's too. It was too extreme. But 170 feels good. I'm
Okay.
about 10, 12 pounds away from my goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
You have no idea what you weigh right now?
No, I really don't. I'm not a big fan of really watching weight because there's just so many other factors about what the scale says about you. I don't think it's a good determinant.
Yeah, I don't watch the weight until something feels Denny's gave me a pair of jeans that I love, and they fit great. And they didn't fit so good anymore. And that's when I knew, let me go weigh myself and see what the fuck is going on here.
Yeah.
And I was going to Publix to celebrate with cakes and pies. I go, as long as you're not in the 190s, you're cool. I was 191. That's my mark always. If I get in the 190s, you got to get off. I got to get off what I'm doing.
So you want to be 170s and you're 190s.
I just want to fit into the shit that I bought for the movie. I don't want to buy another thing for this.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did see when it comes to dieting and exercise, there's a study out of Australia. They said that no matter how much you exercise, it doesn't cancel out the effects of a bad diet.
I agree.
I know.
You can run your little ass however far you want to run. Keep running, Forrest. If you eat a bunch of fried chicken, it's going to be really difficult for you to see results.
If you are an avid runner and you run a lot, if you're running miles a day, I feel like you can get away with a lot more.
Okay.
But you're right, though. I mean, you'll run for 5 miles. You'll see how many calories you burn. Then you go have a fucking slice of pizza.
Right.
It's not fair.
They did people who worked out and ate bad versus people who worked out and didn't eat bad and had a good diet. And they said if you didn't eat bad, 17% lower all-cause mortality risk, and they were also 27% less likely to get certain cancers. So that's why they say the bad diet is bad.
Did they say anything about people that are yo-yos that have where they go from being really bad to being really good?
It makes complete sense why I'm the way I am. And I didn't realize it till I looked at how I was raised. My mom and Ann were it was always a big deal. Dieting and eating food. You either on a hardcore diet because you felt fat, or you were eating the fattiest fucking things on the planet and celebrating life. And that kind of explains my personality. Like, where did I get this from? Yeah, childhood.
Thanks, Mom.
And no, I'm not at all like, oh.
No, we are a product of our parents.
Yeah, it's just the way I was raised.
You can't help but be a product of your parents.
I'm not mad at it. It's just the way it is. My dad was the only one in my family that does not have food issues. But he's not the Italian person in the family.
He grew up in a different
He
way.
did.
His parents that
grew
were
up
different.
Very different than my mom's parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's kind of how it goes.
Do you feel like your eating habits at all come from your childhood?
Yeah, and the other way. Because I was a fat kid and I didn't have a lot of regulation on what I ate. And when I decided, okay, don't trust your parents to put the right food in your mouth, and I put it on myself, then that changed. So I'm pretty much a 180 of what it used to be. And my parents did have some regulations. I wasn't supposed to have regular soda as diet soda, and they limited how much I had there. But, you know, I look back to where I was in the Fat Kevin photos, and you know, I was eating too much junk.
Yeah, but it is
They
weird,
should have been
though.
restricting me.
I think that it's how you were raised as a kid. That is why you're probably so fucking strict now on your diet.
Yeah, I think so too. I just, you know, the whole thing is I just like feeling and looking thin. So that's more important to me. It's the whole, supposedly Steven Tyler said that, you know, skinny feels better than food tastes in a sense, or something to that
Nothing
effect.
tastes as good as
skinny
being
feels.
skinny feels.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's the quote. I have it in my kitchen. It's hanging up.
Yeah, nothing
And
feels as good as,
my
nothing tastes
ass-
as good as skinny feels.
I walk right by that little
Yeah.
picture that I have, and I eat all kind of bad stuff.
I don't know, y'all. I feel like there's some shit that tastes way better than how skinny feels.
Yeah.
There is.
It depends on where you are. I think you're either set one way or the other. For me, it's never. There's just so much guilt and everything it's associated with it. I'm like, I didn't enjoy that enough.
It is odd because there is, even with me loving a junk food, there's an element of guilt in there because it was always guilty. You either
Yeah.
diet, you're punishing yourself with a diet.
Yeah.
It was a big deal. Weight Watchers, they would talk about Weight Watchers and all this shit. And my mom got into a fight with a Weight Watchers lady, and she got mad at my mom.
Oh,
'cause
no.
My mom made
Yeah.
a joke about the chocolate.
Oh boy.
The woman was trying to ruin chocolate for everybody. Say, you know, rat prints, you know, rats crawl on the chocolate and trying to engross it. And my mom said, oh, yeah, as long as you don't show me the rat print, I'll still eat the chocolate. And the woman got so mad at her.
I think it's funny.
Yeah. So to me, I don't. I really don't even eat anything bad anymore. That's just
At all.
No.
And it does. You don't even miss it, do you?
I don't. No, I'm okay. It's a very yeah. I used to have cheat days and all that. I got rid of all that. So, to me, if there's anything cheating I do, it's the alcohol. So that's why I know I put it in my body. It's bad.
No sex, no sweets. I don't know if I'd be here, dog.
Well, luckily, I love doing this show so much.
Are you trying to talk him into quitting?
No.
Stop.
No, I'm saying he's got such discipline, the willpower of
He
this thing.
is.
I'm giving him a compliment. He's strong mentally.
Yes.
I don't want you to break him.
No, I didn't mean, I want to dick.
all
I didn't mean to break him. You can't break him though.
I know. But just one day, I'm
Look.
just scared. One day he's going to break.
If this fucker breaks though,
If this fucker breaks, we all break.
look the fuck out.
Look,
oh my
the
God.
tsunami will take us all out.
I'm talking because I've seen Kevin lose his cool. I'm talking breakdown, like a breakdown. Look out.
I know people find it hard to believe it. I'm doing great.
We've never been more worried about you.
Everyone's like, oh, poor Kevin. I'm like, I'm
I
doing
swear.
great.
And the thing
I don't
is,
miss it. I'm fine.
When people they say that, and you say that I'm doing great, it comes off defensive. Oh, he's defensive.
Oh, he's
clearly not doing well.
spiraling.
He's not doing
He's
great.
clearly doing terrible. Mhm. Here it comes. Here it comes. And in 3. Let me see some of the things going on here today. Some news around Netflix. They lost 970,000 subscribers in the second quarter, but apparently that's better than what they thought. So they're actually kind of encouraged by it. They'd be like, cool, man.
They probably planned it out. They knew when they raised their prices, they were going to lose a certain percentage of the people that subscribed, and they probably underestimated, and so now they're happy.
Or they're getting ahead of the story and saying, "Oh, we're happy. We expected this."
True. They could be full of shit.
Yeah, they think they're going to be picking up 1 million new subscribers in the third quarter. So I guess that's where the joy is they feel like it'll all make up for itself. So they're not necessarily worried about that. I did see, though, they are trying a little bit of the crackdown. In fact, they've chosen some different countries to kind of put that regulation on when it comes to sharing accounts. In 5 Latin American countries, you got to pay a fee if you want to use your account in an additional home. This is going to be in Argentina, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and the Dominican Republic. You got to pay an extra fee if you use an account for more than 2 weeks outside of your primary residence.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think they're testing that, and then if they like that, then they'll start doing that in the U.S. So that might be coming your way. They do have some new movies that are going to be coming out. Hitting on August 1st, they're bringing out the original Spider-Man trilogy. Did you like that? That was
With Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the third one was kind of weird.
The
but
third one was whack, yeah, but the first 2 I thought were great.
I like the first one a lot.
The
But that-
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, I liked, but that's when I was into really. I liked going to superhero movies. I really was into
Yeah.
it.
I think we all went to it.
We did.
We did go together to it because I remember being in the theater with y'all.
Well, what year did that come out? Because I
It was
don't know.
early 2000s.
Because I cut in the show in 2004. Are you fucking mixing me up with Todd again?
Oh, yeah, maybe it was the guy that I liked.
Oh, fuck man, whatever. Get the fuck out of here. You love me.
Fuck around and find out. I'll ask Todd back.
2002 is
Right,
when
that
the
wasn't-
first came out.
The fuck, it was Todd. It wasn't me. Get the fuck
That's
out of
why she
here.
has such great memories.
Sorry.
Get out of here.
I thought you were there, bro.
Well, the good thing is it's going to be on Netflix.
Yeah. August 1st is going to be coming. And then they're also going to be doing the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle docuseries that they're doing. They're going to be timing that up with, I guess, a new season of The Crown. So people can check that out.
Can't wait for us to talk about that horse shit.
Is it authorized or unauthorized?
I think they're working with them. Yeah, they've got their docuseries. that
I'm
is,
still
gonna be
into
going on.
it, but I think you get more dirt from the unauthorized and the one that, you know, if Harry and Meghan were trying to block it from coming out, then I'm more interested.
I just, for
Okay.
whatever reason, could not give a flying fuck about them or the Pippa, any of this shit.
Peppa
The
Pig?
Middletons? I could give a shit. But I guess I'm in the minority, man. People love this shit.
They do. They love it.
For whatever reason, I'm like, oh, royal shit.
I guess Harry's got a memoir that is going to be coming out in the fall, and Netflix wants to make sure they get in there and don't get scooped, and he takes all the thunder away. So I guess that's why they're doing that. Yeah, trying to get that up there.
The word even sounds fancy.
Memoir.
Harry has a memoir.
But I'm old school, not wanting to talk about the fucking. It's not like
And you have a penis. I think a lot of times chicks are more into it.
Is it more of a chick thing?
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin seems to be in
Meghan,
it.
she's a princess. She's the American dream. You know, it's every girl's dream. You grow up American and then you get to be a princess. That's pretty awesome.
I just feel like there's a lot of them too. There's Kate and there's Pippa and there's Frankie.
Pippa's not a princess.
Pippa, whatever.
Peppa Pig or Pippa Middleton. Neither one's a princess.
You know what I mean. You get it's in the royal arena.
Boy, they had signed a $20 million deal with Netflix back in 2021 for that.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, so, they gave up, I guess, some of the royal wealth. Some of it. I'm not even sure what necessarily they gave up. They still have the title of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And with $20 million, I guess you're not going to miss the crown jewels as much.
I think that's how they bought their crib, because they're right down the street from Oprah.
Okay.
So maybe they took all that Netflix money and bought the fancy crib. But is there also more money when they complete each individual project?
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do. It'll be interesting to see how it's received.
They've also got that podcast. They've got like other things.
Yeah. I think
Who's got the royal people? The ones that came to America? They have a podcast. It's got to be boring as fuck.
I don't know, because they make you pay. So
That means nothing.
I haven't really listened to
It's
it.
boring as fuck, and you have to pay. It's awful.
So that's one new thing that they got coming out. If you got Netflix, maybe you'll want it. Maybe it'll be the reason why you cancel Netflix.
The one thing I do care about, does the queen get to triple digits? Isn't she like 96 years old?
She's knocking on the door, yeah.
I mean, at 96, are you still running shit?
I think she's slowing down.
Yeah, but I think she's still influential. She seems to be beloved. She's done a really good job, even with all the controversy that's gone on with the royals. I mean, look what her own son has done.
Yep.
She's seemed to have done a pretty good job of sidestepping all the big piles of manure that have been dropped in her path. So she's pretty good at that and still being loved without really having herself major scandals or issues.
But she did have a bunch of celebrations for her big party they just did.
Yeah.
And she had to skip out on a lot of her own parties because they say she was just too exhausted. So
Right.
That's what I mean.
homegirl's slowing down.
I mean, think about 95 years of age, and you're like, do I want to get out of bed today and run shit, or can I just chill?
I was talking to my grandma about this when I was just up in Kentucky. She's 98, and she's still got like all of her faculties. She's sharp as a tack. Only thing wrong with her is her eyes. She can't see that good, but she's just tired. She doesn't want to go anywhere. She doesn't want to put up with people.
Oh boy, Kev. I feel like we're taking a left down Depression Avenue.
Yeah.
Keep going. Tell us about how sad Grandma is.
I think there's a certain point where old people are just like, fuck this.
She's just ready to die.
I don't know if she said that, but I think she don't want to do stuff like she
Okay.
used to want to do stuff. And we have to kind of talk her into hanging out.
I kind of noticed too, some of my older relatives, they'll they'll get excited about something they want to do, and they'll go, what's the point? I'm going to be dead soon anyway. What's the point of anything? Like, they start going down that road.
Okay.
It's kind of the mentality, I'm too old to do ... And I don't like that.
I don't
I feel
either.
like you should be 90. If you got the spirit still in you, if you're 90 years old, you want to learn how to play the keyboard or
Yeah.
the flute or whatever,
Right.
fucking go for it.
I That's the same thing I was saying to Grandma. I'm like, look, let us just put you in a wheelchair. If you can't see, okay, great. I understand why you're scared to walk places because you can't see. But she doesn't want to be put in a wheelchair because it makes her look like she's not able to use her legs. So instead, she just doesn't do stuff.
And it's easy for us to say, not at that age, going,
I know.
don't you want to still kind of, I mean, if you're 90 years old and you're still healthy enough to be around, but you're kind of just fucking tired because you're 90.
Put me in a wheelchair, give me a martini, and push me around town. I think it sounds awesome right now.
You are going to be a scary old person. Oh my gosh.
You're going to be pushing me.
She's
so.
going to be drunk and volatile
yeah.
and fucking crazy.
Oh, man.
And how's
man.
that different from the present?
You're right. She'd have that martini.
Yeah.
That's going to be, oh no.
Be interesting to watch.
Yeah, who ages the worst as far as just being crotchety? Out of everyone on the show, is it Virginia? Is it me? Is it
You'll
you?
be the toughest one to be around in older age.
Who's gonna age and go, oh man, they're not aging the right way. They're just fucking pissed and mad and in pain. I think it's me.
Oh no, somebody's having a moment.
Oh, no. Here we go.
I'm already in pain.
Here we go.
I'm already pissed.
Oh, no. It's all a cool thing they're advertising when you talk about Airbnbs. They've had some that have been in famous locales or they're replicas of something from a TV show or a movie. And now I saw that Don Corleone's house in The Godfather is going up for rent on Airbnb. It's only going to be a one-time thing for 1 month, August 1st through the 31st. Only one party of 5 will be allowed, and it's $50 a night. That's crazy. I think it's just a big promotion for something. I don't know what.
They do that. It's a promotion for the platform. They want to get people on there that sign up to win this opportunity to stay for that super low price. And it does. It gets a lot of people familiar with the platform that way.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I guess, for the most part, Airbnb to me it's kind of like the Uber version of House.
It is.
Yeah, and
And there's some
sometimes
questions.
scary. I always say, if you're going to stay in an Airbnb, stay with a group, and somebody in the group needs to be packing heat.
And check your vents always. That's where people put cameras
Yep.
in there. In
And
the bathroom,
Check
all that
the
kind of stuff.
outlets, because sometimes people will put outlets in, and it's an outlet with a camera in it.
There's a Netflix movie on right now. It's a horror movie. It's a new movie. I think it's from 2022. And they go to one of those Airbnbs, and it obviously turns to shit. And there's cameras in the vents.
I've
and
never looked in the vents or in the outlets. I mean, I'm sure there's pictures of me pooping
Oh
at
gosh.
Airbnb.
We can only hope.
Why did you have to go with that example? It could have been something better. You got to go with pooping and could have been a blowing panda.
Well, I'm just trying to turn you on. It's
Well,
hump day.
I mean, we go with pooping. There's so many ways you could have gone. But check your. Well, I googled it. There's stories of people having cameras and shit in the vents. So be careful.
There were a couple girls that I talked to at Crazy Horse Saloon that had just gotten back from Mexico, and they did an Airbnb in Tulum.
Oh, boy.
And my daughter Caitlin's getting ready to go to Mexico.
She is.
Yeah.
Without you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you
She's-
nervous?
She's going to be staying on a resort. She seems like she's pretty level-headed about it, where she is going right from the airport right to the resort, not leaving the resort. And, these girls are talking about they were traipsing all around Tulum, and they're like, oh, it's fine. It's great. We're staying in an Airbnb. I was like, that would have made me a little bit more nervous just because of all the stories that are out there. And I said, the last I'd heard, I thought there were 6 different cartels fighting over Tulum. She's like, we didn't see anything. So I was like, all
We
right.
didn't see
We were
it.
too busy having margaritas.
Dad, I was
Yeah.
doing TikTok videos.
Yeah.
Skinny Marg.
So, they were like, it wasn't a big deal. Me, I'd be a little bit nervous about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so nervous. I ain't going to go.
Yeah.
I don't care how sexy they make Tulum look on Instagram. It just, cartel. No thanks.
I'll tell you what I'm going to make sexy on Instagram. Logan, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will. Still getting emails. April sent one. She said, we are definitely going to the Logan Bigfoot Fest. We're going to be camping down there Thursday through Sunday. Hoping to meet Jaybird and Denny's.
Oh, shit. They're camping.
Wow. We're camping in Drew Ralston's backyard.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you, I want to hang out with your dad and see him, spend time with
Yeah.
him. I don't know if I want to stay the night there, only because I think me and Denny's are planning to get fucking turned, man.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
want to, and And I don't mean we might sail till 2 o'clock at Logan. I don't want
Sure.
to barge into your dad's house and be disrespectful.
Yeah, you can. I mean, whatever you want to do. I mean, he's had people that have stayed with him. He's kind of open. He's always kind of got the open door policy, and there are people that have come in late or whatever, and so you can or you cannot. I mean, there's a lot of options. There is plenty of places to camp. That's the one thing around Logan. There's a lot of campgrounds and all that kind of stuff. It's very nature friendly.
Too bad you can't take your tropical RV adventure ass up there.
And I wanted to.
It's just too long of a drive.
Yeah, people can. In fact, he reached out to me and asked about that trip. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to tell him we're not doing that. But I am planning another trip with Bigfoot. I can tell Bigfoot needs to get away. Me and him are gonna go do our camping trip.
Good. Y'all do fun. Y'all have fun with those.
But me and Bigfoot have a great. People think we're a couple. I could give a shit. It's a lot of.
They interrupt us when we're making out. And they're like, "Are you guys a couple?" And we're like, "Yeah." To
You
get
guys
away.
are so cute.
Oh my gosh, I know. One of those gators interrupted me and Bigfoot 69.
Who's on top?
Look, I'm a fan of 69. Bottom, top. Let's fucking have some fun with this thing.
Flip it around a little bit.
And I also want to thank, there's a few couples that reach out to me so often just to send me a message on Facebook. Bird, me and my husband or me and my wife been married for 12 years. We still 69.
And we'd like you to join
I
us.
get those emails on the reg, man.
Because they're trying to sleep with you.
No, they're
they
not.
want to ride you like a pony.
They don't, I'm telling you.
It's a call.
It's a cuckold.
You're talking about aging. Josh had sent in an email. He said, heard you guys going in on the bird and how terribly he's aging. And I just watched a video from
No, you're not.
Vsauce on YouTube about how people used to look older in the past. For example, if you compare a picture of the Juicy Daddy and the bird both at age 40, the Juicy Daddy should look much older. The theory is that changes in medicine, working conditions, and decreased use of alcohol and tobacco means people are looking younger in every generation.
Who's decreased their use of alcohol?
Right. Can we get some photos of the bird and the daddy at the same age to compare, or Kevin, Virginia, and their parents and kids? Yeah, that might be interesting.
Yeah, we can do some
See,
fun stuff.
Yeah, who is aging better at this point? Ourself or our parents?
Yeah, that'll be a fun read on social media.
So people make fun of us and our parents.
I mean, they really can't get any meaner than the last shit they said.
Nancy had sent this in, said it looked like Kev on, I think this is one of the dating sites, on Plenty of Fish. Does this look like the Kevin Ralston? I think, yeah,
Whoa.
probably craft beer Kev.
That
Maybe
does
about-
look like a
yeah.
douchier. Not that he's douchey, that
Yeah,
guy.
but I would say
Jeez, Bird.
pre-hair club and craft beer days. Yeah, right around that era.
That could be your cousin. If you told me that was a Ralston cousin,
That could have been maybe like 2017.
if I meet that guy in Logan, Ohio on my trip, I go, oh, you're related to Kevro.
Yeah.
I got a lot of doppelgangers. Different eras.
I didn't mean to
different
call him
eras of Kev.
douchey. He's not douchey.
You're douchey.
I'm douchey. I was trying to, it was a shorthand. It was dumb.
You fasting douche.
Got a thought for an experiment from Karen in Deerfield. Said y'all should test out some self-tanner products on Kevin's legs. 4 samples, top and bottom of each leg. Yeah, see how that works.
I'm all about that. The only thing is, it's tricky when you got a lot of body hair, but I can still get in there.
Okay.
How long does it take you to where you need to get the hell out of the sun? You can feel it stinging your skin to the point where you know you're going to be pink like a baby hamster.
If I don't have any kind of base tan, I usually won't go longer than about 20, 25 minutes. In fact, that was when I was, during the pandemic especially, I haven't done it for a little while. Part of the problem is we've got mosquitoes in the backyard.
Ooh.
And so I come back in, it's like, hey, look at my tan and my 8,000 mosquito bites.
You got the monkeypox?
Yeah, so I haven't been really laying out, mainly because of the skeeters, and I haven't done anything yet to try to fix that problem.
I think if you got the monkeypox, you know it, man. I was looking at pictures of that shit.
Hideous looking stuff, right?
It's hideous looking. But I was wondering, are they just showing us the worst case of monkeypox?
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
always.
They're always going to show you the worst.
Yeah, they do not look fun.
I think you pass monkeypox, though. I mean, I think if you get it, you just have to be like covered in a rash for a couple weeks, and then you're good.
I don't think there's any kind of death stuff to it.
Yeah. Do people die from the monkeypox?
From what
I've
I
not
read,
heard of that, no.
I have not. They say, in fact, the article that I read, but then again, you're like, oh, who wrote the article? But they were saying that it's not at all deathly, but it's highly contagious.
You're just temporarily undateable.
And it's from, I think, a lot of contact with one another.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't look like fun.
It does not look like fun. It looks like someone burned your skin and it's bubbling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Got a couple more emails that we got here. We got one on some KVJ isms from Emily. The other day, my daughter mentioned My Little Pony, and I began singing the song, only there's one problem. I only know the version that Bird sings all the time. She looked at me like I was crazy.
Because it's wrong.
My little pony, so sad and lonely. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Not how it goes.
It's not how it goes.
I get a new chorus now. New verse. A few days later, my dog ripped up a styrofoam box that my kids left out, and I started singing Dumb Dog from Annie, but the way Bird sings it.
Dumb dog. Why did I get? Was it Magnolia? She's learning Dumb Dog, and I think I was helping her with Dumb Dog back at her old station.
She was doing some kind of talent show at summer camp, and she wanted to sing a song from Annie, and you were helping her put together Dumb Dog.
That was right. I love that. Was that she did good on that?
I'm sure.
Yeah, all right. Dumb Bird helping out with Dumb Dog.
Oh.
She said, there are so many other things I've picked up from the KVJ show that nobody out here in Colorado understands. Here's my list of the most used KVJ isms I've picked up over the years. 1, calling my husband hamburger hands anytime he breaks something. 2, telling people slushies are for hitters.
Yep.
3, I say shit that all the time because of Bird.
Shit that man.
I have changed how I say chicken because of Virginia.
Chicken.
I say blood in, blood out to my husband all the time. Then he tells me that's not what that saying means. LOL.
Blood in, blood out means, when we talk about it, you ain't leaving this crew, because if you do, you die.
We're in a gang.
Yeah, we are in a gang. Blood, it is that. I mean, we're not going to really kill each other, but
We could.
we could. Mm-hmm. So I think we're right with the way we use it. Blood in, blood out. We do it all together, no matter what, fuckers.
So thank you, Emily, for listening to us in Colorado. Glad we're back from vacation.
Love that email. Mm-hmm. I love when people make bits for us. That's fun.
Right.
They pay attention.
Yeah, it's
They
good.
know like words that we forgot we said.
A lot of people ask me too. They go, "Man, why you all call it the pizzle?" I'm like, "Are you from Port St. Lucie?" Like, no, that's why you don't understand it.
Okay, you think the Pizzle people, they get it, huh?
You have to go to get it.
The pizzle people that listen to our show get it. I don't know about everyone in Port St. Lucie. They may not. But if someone's bringing up pizzle, they're part of KVJ Nation.
Okay. Well, we appreciate all those emails. Gold stars for everybody today. You can always send them to us, mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Y'all have a great Wednesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.